close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field.
The throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back here to Steel. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com, and welcome to the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame reports. The Prairie Inn Restaurant. If you want good home-cooked meals, the Prairie Inn Restaurant in Carrington is a great spot for breakfast, dinner, and supper. Located right by the roundabout. Give them a call for takeout, 701-652-3976. All right, game number 2 of the tournament coming up here for you from Steel. And we got South Border will be the home team. They'll take on LaMoure, Litchville-Marion. South Border, the 4 seed, and LaMoure, Litchville-Marion, the 5 seed. And this will be actually the 4th meeting between these two clubs. They met in the first round of the tournament last week, Thursday, in Wishick, and LaMoure, Litchville-Marion won 9-2. And let's see, then they lost in the first game of the year. LaMoure, Litchville-Marion lost to South Border 11-8, and then they lost 14-8. So LaMoure, Litchville-Marion, their win on Thursday was the first win against South Border. So right now, South Border still has the advantage 2-1 over the Lobos, but they'll meet here in a loser-out situation of the Region 3 baseball tournament. So you win this one, and then you move on, and you meet Carrington at 3 o'clock today, and another loser-out and a chance to go to the Region 3 championship. Cheyenne New Rockford won earlier today in the semifinal. In 6 innings, they win by a 10-run mercy rule by the final score of 11-1. Cheyenne New Rockford beats Carrington, the number 1 seed in this tournament. So Cheyenne New Rockford in the driver's seat, as they will have to be beaten twice tomorrow to go the other team to go to the championship. So Cheyenne New Rockford so far in this tournament 2-0, and they'll play tomorrow at 12, and they'll just kind of wait the elimination process here to see who they play tomorrow in that championship. Prairie Inn Restaurant pregame report, and thanks again for tuning in. Our interviews are brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, you can visit the website dhbanknd.com. All right, we'll take another break, and our first break, I guess, and we'll come back and talk about the starting lineups as the Lobos taking their infield right now. And we got first pitch coming up from Steel in a loser-out situation. The Region 3 baseball tournament, South Border and LaMoure, Litchville-Marion next, right here on yourliveevent.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome back. This is the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame reports. The Prairie Inn Restaurant. If you want good home-cooked meals, the Prairie Inn Restaurant in Carrington is your spot. It's a great place. They're located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Open for breakfast, dinner, and supper, and breakfast served all day. Give them a call for takeout, 701-652-3976. All right, let's get to the starting lineups for this one. First up, let's meet the visitors, the Lobos of LaMoure, Litchville-Marion. And the Lobos are coming into this game with a 6-7 overall record. Their head coach is Gage Dunn in his first year, assisted by Jonas Van Ink. So Lobos will start like this. Lead off playing in left is Blaze Isaacson. Batting second will be the shortstop, Colby Thilges. Batting third will be Damian Carlson, the third baseman. Batting cleanup will be the catcher, Mason Workin. Batting fifth will be the center fielder, Max Muslin. Batting sixth will be the right fielder, Logan Potts. Batting seventh will be Jacob Nitschke, the pitcher. I don't think he is pitched in this tournament yet. So he can go the length or distance if need be, if coach decides. And then eighth batter, Brady Hansen, the freshman at second base. And batting ninth will be Seth Irie, the freshman at first base. So that's the Lobos of LaMoure Litchville-Marion starting lineups. And coach is Gage Dunn in his first year as he takes over for a longtime head coach, Daryl Haugen. That was part of the sports scene in LaMoure and teaching scene for many, many years, and part of the baseball program, of course. And Daryl just passed away earlier this year in January. So once again, we want to send out our condolences and our well wishes to the family and friends of Daryl. And just a great guy. I got a chance to talk with him numerous times, and doing some of his games, calling some of his games, and enjoyed talking with him and visiting with him before and after the baseball games for the Lobos. So we send our condolences again to the family and friends of Daryl Haugen, a longtime coach and teacher there in LaMoure. Okay, so let's get now to the starting lineups for the South Border Mustangs. And the South Border Mustangs head coach is Tucker Meidinger in his first year. He's assisted by Colin Crabtree. And the Mustangs will start like this. The Mustangs are the 4 seed in this tournament, and they are 6-7 overall. So at leadoff and playing it short is Connor Koziak, the senior. Batting second will be junior Parker Salwai at third. Batting third will be sophomore Berkeley France at center. Batting cleanup will be the senior Colin Gettle at first base. Batting fifth will be senior Daniel Schumacher behind the plate. Batting sixth will be sophomore left fielder Cole Nitschke. Batting seventh will be the senior Jace Nitschke, and he's on the mound. Jace Nitschke, he pitched last week Thursday, 78 pitches, so he has 57 pitches remaining. And then batting eighth will be second baseman and eighth grader Blake Goebel. Batting ninth will be right fielder and freshman Caleb Koziak. So that's the lineup here for the South Border Mustangs and head coach Tucker Meidinger. And South Border 6-7. They are the 4 seed. So they lost to LaMoure Litchville-Marion last week Thursday in Wishick for the first round game, 9-2. That put them up against Kidder County yesterday, and they won 13-4 in that one. And that put them into this game. Now LaMoure Litchville-Marion, of course, beat South Border last week Thursday. Then they fell to Carrington yesterday, 4-1, and that put them in this game against South Border. So win or go home in this game here, and the winner takes on Carrington right after this one at 3 o'clock. As Carrington fell to Cheyenne New Rockford, the 3 seed, Carrington the 1. Cheyenne New Rockford won in 6 innings. They win by 10-run rule, 11-1. So Cheyenne New Rockford into the championship tomorrow at noon. And they kind of sit back and relax and await the elimination process to see who they play tomorrow in the championship. It'll either be Carrington, South Border, or LaMoure Litchville-Marion. And we're 4 teams left in this tournament out of 5, as Kidder County was eliminated yesterday. And now after today, the next 2 games will eliminate 2 more, and we'll be down to 2 for tomorrow. All right, this is the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame report, and I'll take another break, and we'll come back with the starting lineups, or I'm sorry, the first pitch and everything, as both teams have taken their infield now. So they will be ready for action here, and still we'll get a game time temp and everything. So far, been a nice day, nice day and a half. Yesterday was decent, today decent, cloudy, and I think 50s and 60s for temps. So not much wind, which is good thing in North Dakota, probably about 10 to 15, so not too bad out there. But we'll talk more about that and everything coming up. First pitch on the way here from Steel. It's the Region 3 baseball tournament. Complete coverage from Steel right here on yourliveevent.com. We'll be back.
Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info, 701-652-2886.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Welcome back. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. We're live in Steel for the Region 3 Baseball Tournament, Day 2. And this game coming up here is game number 6 of the tournament. And loser out situation here. They'll have the starting lineups and everything. So we got a little bit of time before we start. So let's talk about some other regions here for Class B baseball. Region 1, the champion was crowned last night. Central Cass Squirrels beat Northern Cass 4-3. So Central Cass is the first team to punch their ticket to the State B baseball tournament. That'll be in Jamestown at Jack Brown next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We will be covering Central Cass next week at the State B right here on yourliveevent.com. Region 2 at LaMoure going on, and there's a couple games today at 2:30. Be Hatton Northwood taking on Nelson County. And then 25 minutes after, the number 1 seed Thompson will take on the winner. Thompson, the driver's seat of that one, as they have to be beat twice to win the championship. We're here Region 3. Then Region 4 at Minto. Today at 4 o'clock will be number 1 Park River Fordville Lincoln taking on number 2 Grafton. And then the loser of that one takes on number 3 Langdon area Edmore Munich. And then the tournament there in Minto will continue tomorrow and wrap up tomorrow with the championship. Region 5 at Candu. Games today at 3 o'clock, the championship. North Star will take on Bottineau, and if needed, the repeat championship right after. Region 6, Corbett Field and Minot. Today has, at 5 o'clock, will be Velva Drake Animus taking on number 3 Garrison. Velva is the 1 seed, and then number 4 Surrey taking on the game that Velva Garrison winner for the championship. Then if necessary, that would be tomorrow at 6. Region 7 in Lansford. Today has number 2 Delax Burlington taking on number 1 Renville County, and that's the championship, and then a repeat championship if necessary today in Lansford. And finally, Region 8 today has 4 games on the docket. Their tournament wraps up tomorrow, maybe Thursday, for Region 8 at Washburn. So let's see, 10 a.m. I haven't seen any finals yet, but Hazen is taking on Shiloh. Shiloh's the 1 seed, Hazen the 3. 12:15 Beulah and Hart River. 2:30 Washburn and Hettinger Scranton, New England. Washburn is Wilton, Center Stanton, and then at 4:45, it'll be Game 5 winner versus Game 6. So that's still a lot to be decided there. Region 8 in Washburn today, tomorrow, and maybe even Thursday. So that kind of gives you an idea of what's all happening. So far, Central Cass Squirrels, the only team into the State B. And like I said, we'll be covering their games. We'll be covering their games. We're covering their games right here on yourliveevent.com next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we'll kind of see what happens for the rest of the tournaments here to see who else will be covering. But you can go to our website, yourliveevent.com, and you can pick the game that you want to watch and listen to. Just find the game, click watch. It takes you right to our YouTube channel, and you can stream and watch the game. You can go back and watch old games. That's what I really like. You can go back and watch old broadcasts from yesterday, the day before, last week, whatever. And you can watch the entire game right here on yourliveevent.com, the ones that we covered. And so even old Region 3 games from this tournament, you can go back, watch yesterday. You can watch all yesterday's games on yourliveevent.com. So, and none of this would be possible without our great sponsorships. So we appreciate our great sponsors making these broadcasts possible, bringing you complete coverage from Steel right here on your live event for the Region 3 Baseball Tournament. And we also want to thank Beck Communications for our internet access throughout the tournament. So thank you, Beck Communications. And also Ryan Larson, the AD here in Steel. And very courteous, and we want to thank everybody here in Steel for putting on a good tournament. Field looking great, and great conditions here, and great press box here in Steel. So we appreciate that. And actually, as a reminder, tomorrow we'll let you know right now that Ryan will be joining us during the. He'll be joining us for an inning or two tomorrow in our championship broadcast here on yourliveevent.com. So thanks everybody there, and then also remind you once again the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. All right, here we go. We're set for action. Game 2 of 3 today right here on yourliveevent.com. Jason Nitschke, the senior for South Border, on the mound. And the first pitch from the righty, Nitschke, coming up. And misses, ball 1. So 12:27 p.m. our first pitch today. Get a game time temperature and everything here for you. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's another one outside. So 61 degrees here at first pitch. Northeast winds at 11. Blaze Isaacson at the plate for LaMoure Litchville-Marion. Pitch from Nitschke, Jace Nitschke. And there's a ball. So 3 balls and no strikes to Blaze Isaacson, leadoff batter for LaMoure Litchville-Marion Lobos, number 5 seed in this tournament, 3-time defending region champions. There's a strike. 3-1 now, the count. Jace Nitschke sets and delivers. There's a strike. That count full now to Blaze Isaacson of the Lobos of LaMoure Litchville-Marion. And the pitch, it's a high chopper over the pitcher, shortstop charging, won't catch up to it. It's going to go into center field for a base hit. Koziak gave a good attempt, but Isaacson gets it by him. It'll be a leadoff single for the Lobos, so runner at first now. Now it'll be Colby Thielges for the Lobos. So Thielges will dig in, the freshman for LaMoure Litchville-Marion, to face Jason Nitschke. Nitschke checks first. Good lead over there from Isaacson, and the pitch outside. So 1-0 to Colby Thielges. Pitch here coming up. There's a strike. 1-1 now, the count. One runner at first, Isaacson, and the pitch home. There's a strike, nice pitch from Jason Nitschke. 1-2 the count to Colby Thielges. 1-2 to Colby Thielges. The Lobos. Lobos black tops, gray pants, the white letters, red trim, black helmets. Here's the pitch. That's ripped to second. Second baseman makes the play. They're going to double up the runner. Nice job by Goebel, the 8th grader there. Line drive shot, reached down, gloved it, fired over and doubled up Isaacson. Isaacson was off to second base and got doubled up. Be a 4-3 double play here. So 2 down just like that. And now here's Damian Carlson for the Lobos. Pitch is going to be high. 1-0 to Carlson, the junior, for the Lobos. Jason Nitschke sets and delivers. Ripped right past the second baseman now. And it's going to trickle away, and they'll throw to first and not in time. Let's see how they rule it here, as Goebel had a glove on it. And Damian Carlson at first. They'll give him a hit. So Carlson a single. And now Mason working will bat with 2 out. Top of the first. Lobos another runner on. Working to bat here. The cleanup man for the Lobos. So Jay Snitchke looks at first. Sets. And the pitch. Swung on and popped up behind the second base bag. Shortstop underneath makes the grab. Koziak makes put out. Working pops up. That's going to do it here for LaMoure Litchville-Marion. They will strand a runner. And no runs across with South Border coming to bat on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Listening to the Region 3 Baseball Tournament from Steel right here on yourliveevent.com.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. Their proud selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of high-tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A farmer's work is never done. You're not just planting a seed or harvesting a crop. You're growing a legacy. When you're up before dawn and out long past dusk, you need a banker who will work with your schedule, not the other way around. At Choice, we do banking differently, giving farmers like you time back to focus on what really matters. Choice Bank, top North Dakota Ag Bank for 10 years running, and always people first.
Welcome back here. We're in the bottom of the first inning. No score, and South Border coming to bat. It's a loser-out game here, the Region 3 Baseball Tournament. Winner takes on Carrington next at 3 o'clock. And the winner of that one moves on to the championship to take on Cheyenne New Rockford. So, on the mound, Jacob Nitschke taking his warm-up tosses. Yet to pitch in this contest, or tournament, I guess. So, he's available for however many pitches Coach Dunn wants him to go. So, all right, here we go. Connor Koziak will dig in. For South Border, scoreless here in the bottom of the first on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. All right, so here's the wind and the pitch from the senior. There's a strike. So in there for a strike from Jacob Nitschke to Connor Koziak. Full wind in the 0-1. And ball outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Full wind in the pitch from Nitschke. Swinging a foul back. 1-2 to Connor Koziak. One, two coming from Nitschke of LaMoure Litchville-Marion. Swing and a miss. Koziak strikes out swinging. 1 up and 1 down. Here is Parker Solway now, the junior. Solway digs in. Pitch from Nitschke. In there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Parker Solway. I think we got Jim Hirsch calling our balls and strikes for us. Marshall Krieger in the infield. And there's a ball. I think Tyler Cook over at first, I believe. Yep. Full line of the pitch from Jace Nitschke, or Jacob Nitschke, I should say. There's a strike. So let's see, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Solway. It's a high chopper. Shortstop. Thiel just charging over to first and out. So Solway is retired, 6-3. So 2 down, Berkeley, France now for South Border. Sophomore will dig in here to face Jacob Mitchke. We'll meet the defense here for the Lobos. Mason Workin catching. Seth Irie at first. Brady Hansen at second. Kobe Philgis at short. Damian Carlson at third. Blaze Isaacson at left. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. Max Muslin in center and Logan Potts in right for head coach Gage Dunn. Full line of the pitch from Jacob Nitschke. Foul back. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Berkeley, France. Left-handed batter for the Mustangs, the South Border. LaMoure Litchville-Marion beat South Border last week Thursday, the first time this year. Otherwise, they were 0-2 against them. There's a strike. 9-2 is that score in Wishick on Thursday. So actually meet for the 4th time this year in this, and a 2nd time in this tournament. Here's the pitch from Nitschke. Swung on, popped up, first baseman tracking. That's Irie right in foul territory, right by the bag, and makes the play. So France is out, and so are the Mustangs here. All right, so we played an inning, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, no score. We'll head to the top of the 2nd next, right here on yourliveevent.com.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. We're in the top of the 2nd on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. No score here between the Lobos and the Mustangs. So the Lobos will send 5, 6, 7 batters here. Muslin, Potts, and Nitschke to face Jace Nitschke. He's worked Thursday. There's a strike. So he's got 14 pitches now. So let's see. He should have about 43 pitches left in this game. And the pitch. There's a nice pitch. Catches the outside corner. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Muslin, the senior, for the Lobos of LLM. Head coach Gage Dunn at first. And the pitch, or I'm sorry, third rather. Gage Dunn at third base coach and the head coach. Here's a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the first base coach here is the assistant, Jonas Van Ink. Pitch coming up. As a rip to right field. That'll be opposite field single. Leadoff single for Muslin. So now Logan Potts to bat. Lobos, that is their 3rd hit now. So Potts will dig in. The freshman will bat here to face Jace Nitschke of South Border. Pitch coming up from Jace Nitschke of the Mustangs. There's a ball, bit high. South Border has their black tops with the blue shoulders, white pants. Black hats with the blue brim. All right, so Potts back in the box. Runner at first, Gettle holding him on over there. And the 1-0 runner goes, and there's a ball, throw down to second, and not in time. So Muslin at second base now. 2-0 count at home to Logan Potts. So LaMoure Litchville-Marion, runner at second now, and nobody out. Pitch from Jace Nitschke. Swung on, lifted to left. Left fielder chasing to his left underneath and bounces off his glove. And and won't come up with the play there. That's Kolnitzky in left field. Be an air, E7. Logan Potts will reach on the air. And that takes Muslin to third base now. Now Jacob Nitschke will bat, facing Jace Nitschke. So Jacob Nitschke, the senior, dig in with runners at the corners. And nobody out here for LaMoure Litchville-Marion in the top of the second inning. So Nitschke checks first and third. Runners at the corners here. Sets and delivers in. Runner goes. There's a strike. Throw down to second. It's going to be cut off by the shortstop. And Logan Potts at second now. So 0-1 to Jacob Nitschke. Jace Nitschke, the senior, sets. And the pitch swung on. It's a chopper foul in front of the plate. Be 0-2 the count to Jacob Nitschke. So Jace Nitschke looks into Daniel Schumacher. Check the defense here for the Mustangs shortly. Daniel Schumacher catching. Here's the 0-2 now. Outside. Colin Gettle at first. Blake Goebel at second. Connor Koziak at short. Parker Solway at third. And then you got Cole Nitschke in left. Berkeley France in center. And Caleb Koziak in right field. Here's the 1-2. That's hit to left field. And that'll drop for a base hit. That'll score Muslin from third. Runner takes third from second. So it's 1-0. So South Border gets on the board first. I'm sorry, LaMoure Litchville-Marion does. Off RBI single off the bat of Jacob Nitschke. That scores Muslin. And Potts to third. So 1-0 is your score. LaMoure jumps out first. And now Brady Henson to dig in. Jace Nitschke showing bunt. Or Brady Henson. Now the runner goes to be thrown off by the shortstop again. So 1 ball, no strikes to Hanson. Jacob Nitschke at second base now. So 2 more in scoring position here for the Lobos, and nobody out in the top of the second. 1 runner ready across. They got 4 hits as well. Pitch from Jace Nitschke of the Mustangs. Grounder to short. Koziak bobbles it. Won't come up with it. Might be another error there. And that'll score another run. Runner from first will take second. Here's a play at second, and it gets away. That'll score another run. Going to be 2 errors this inning. So Brady Hanson will reach on the air at short. And then Potts will score. And Nitschke scores on the throwing error back to second. And Hanson takes second on the throw in. So that'll get a visit to the mound by head coach or the coach there for South Border. So it is 3-0. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border. And so we'll take a break and we'll be back right after this.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Welcome back to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. And for LaMoure Litchville-Marion here, big inning. 3 runs across, but 3 errors on South Border defensively here. So Nitschke sets, checks the runner at second in the pitch. It's a big swing and a miss by Seth Irie, 0-1. Irie, a freshman to bat here, number 9 batter in the order for the Lobos. Brady Hanson. And the pitch. Blow gets away from Schumacher. Runner will take third. So Hanson to third now. And Seth Irie has a 1-1 count against him at home plate. So Hansen at third now, and nobody out here. 3 runs across, threatening with more in the pitch. Be high. 2-1 to Seth Irie. Our game recaps brought to you by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway, along with the Red River Valley Fair and the pitch outside. Norman County Raceway with the World Cup of Outlaw late models coming to Ada, Minnesota, June 29th. You can visit normancountyraceway.com to purchase tickets. And the Red River Valley Speedway, West Fargo, every Friday night racing. For special racing events and tickets, visit redrivervalleyspeedway.com. Here's the pitch. Outside. Held on by Schumacher. Saves the runner, maybe possibly advancing. Irie walks. So Blaze Isaacson now will bat. Now the runner, Irie, from first to second, and they're going to tag the runner out, but the runner will score. They go home, not in time. So Irie is out, trying to take second. They tag him out, and then Hansen goes home. So home is Hansen, another run across here. And Irie is out between first and second. But Lobos get a run in all that chaos there. So now they're up 4-0. And the bases are going to be clear. Be 1 down now, and here's Isaacson. Isaacson at the plate. Pitch from Nitschke. There's a strike. 0-1 to Isaacson. He's 1 for 1 today, a single. For LaMoure Litchville-Marion. 6th batter to the plate here is Isaacson. 4 runs across, 3 errors by South Border. Let's see. 0-2 the count to Blaze Isaacson. Jace Nitschke on the mound for the Mustangs in the pitch. Bounces about a foot in front of the plate. This will be the first ball to Isaacson. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Blaze Isaacson. Nitschke delivers low. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch coming up from Jace Nitschke, the righty of the Mustangs. Swung on, foul back, out of play. So Blaze Isaacson stays alive at 2-2. Nitschke the sign from Schumacher and fires in. Grounder. Koziak charging, gloves at second, over to first, and out. Slow throw, but Gettle hangs on. Isaacson's out 6-3. 2 down now. Here's Colby Thilgis. So Colby Thilgis 0 for 1, lined out his first time up. The freshman will bat here again. And for LaMoure Litchville-Marion, this will be the 7th batter to the plate here in the top of the 2nd inning. So Jace Nitschke looks in, sets, and the pitch. There's a rip to left field. That'll drop for a hit off the bat of Colby Thilgis. 5 hits for the Lobos. 2-out hit puts Thilgis at first. Now Damian Carlson, number 3 batter in the order for the Lobos. He's 1 for 1 today. So Damian Carlson will bat and give another opportunity here in the top of the 2nd. Jace Nitschke checks over there at first. Gettle holding the runner. And the pitch sails high. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Carlson, the junior. Nitschke sets and fires in. Check swing, and it's going to be hit fair, but rolled foul. So 1-1 to Carlson. Runner will have to retreat back to first. Jace Nitschke looks in. Count even at 1-1 to Damian Carlson. Runner goes. There's a weak roller to short. Koziak only played at first. Fires over. Low throw. And nice play again. Nice stretch by Gettle to get the out. Carlson's out 6-3. And that's going to do it here for LaMoure Litchville-Marion, but a big inning. 4 runs across, 3 errors by South Border. And we will head to the bottom of the second. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it is your new score here, 4-0, LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border.
Barton Meats of Carrington, North Dakota specializes in providing its customers with only the finest quality steaks and meat products. Choose from a variety of steaks and roasts that are packed individually in freezer-safe packages for your convenience. They package ground beef in ready-to-go freezer bags starting at £1. You'll find a little bit of everything, including sausage, pork chops, seasoned sirloins, beef sticks, and more. There's always something. Call for custom processing or any other questions. Barton Meats at 701-652-3636.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we are heading to the home half of the second inning. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's 4-0, LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border in this loser-out situation. Winner of this one takes on Carrington at 3 o'clock today. Another loser-out game at 3 o'clock, and then also the winner of that one moves on to the championship. So Carrington hanging out and seeing who they're going to play here. They lost to Cheyenne New Rockford earlier today in 6 innings. Cheyenne New Rockford won it 11-1. They won by 10-run rule. So Cheyenne New Rockford at championship at noon tomorrow. They'll kind of wait the elimination process to see who they play tomorrow at noon. So Cheyenne New Rockford in the driver's seat in this tournament, in the Region 3 tournament, 1-0 to Colin Gettle from Jacob Nitschke. And the pitch, there's a strike. 1-1 to Colin Gettle. So it'll be 4, 5, 6 batters here for South Border. Gettle, Schumacher, Cole Nitschke. Pitch from Nitschke, swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Colin Gettle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Chopper, high chopper. It's going to go to field just at short. Gloves it to first. Out. 6-3 on the putout. Now Daniel Schumacher with 1 down will bat. So Daniel Schumacher, senior, will bat here for the Mustangs of South Border facing Nitschke. And pitch is low. So 1 ball, no strikes to Schumacher. Full line in the pitch, and let's see, missing. So it's going to be 2-0. The Schumacher, number 4 for the Mustangs. LaMoure Litchville-Marion, the 3-time defending Region 3 champs, facing elimination, but up right now, 4-0 right now in the bottom of the half, home half of the second. .30 the wind, and the pitch. There's strike for strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Daniel Schumacher. And the pitch sails in there and misses, so it's going to be a walk. So a 1-out walk will bring up Cole Nitschke now. Cole Nitschke, number 6 batter in the order for the Mustangs, will bat now and face Jacob Nitschke of the Lobos. Lobos finished runner-up last year at the State B Minot. And 2 years before that finished runner-up. State championship game. Pitch from Nitschke. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Cole Nitschke. Irie holding the runner on over there, and the pitch home. There's a strike. So Cole Nitschke quickly down in the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a rip. That'll fall into the gap. And Daniel Schumacher rounding second. He'll go for 3. Here's Cole Nitschke, and he'll be held at first with a long single. So Cole Nitschke, a single, and that takes Daniel Schumacher to third. 1 out. Still, and here's Jace Nitschke, the number 7 batter in the order for South Border now. So got Daniel Schumacher at third and Cole Nitschke at first. And Jace will step in. So Jace Nitschke now. And Jacobs fakes the throw to third and checks the runner at first, and the Cole Nitschke slides back in. No throw, though. Jacob Nitschke, the pitch. Swing and miss. 0-1 to Jace Nitschke. Nitschke now checks the runners, the corners, delivers in, and going to be a ball missing. So it's evens count. 1 ball and 1 strike. So how about those Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Final? I think that starts tomorrow night. First game at home. There, the ball gets away, and Schumacher off to home. Here's the play. Not in time. So Daniel Schumacher will score on the wild pitch. He'll take home, and Nitschke to second base. That makes it 4-1 now. So LaMoure gets on South Border gets on the scoreboard now. So South Border 4-1. Runner at second now. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It's going to even the count at 2-2 now to Jace Nitschke at home plate. Two in the pitch to ground or in the dirt. 3-2 now to Jace Nitschke. Count full to the batter at home. Cole Nitschke at second in the pitch. Foul back. So it stays 3-2 now to Jace Nitschke. Jacob Nitschke for LaMoure Litchville-Marion to pitch. And called strike 3. Nice location there. Just catches the strike zone. So Jace Nitschke gets caught looking for out number 2. Now Blake Goebel will bat, the 8th grader for South Border. Runner at second. 4-1. Lobos and the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to Blake Goebel. Pitch from Jacob Nitschke. Swung on, lifted to second. Right on the edge of the infield. Second baseman makes a play. That's Hansen. So Goebel pops up. And that's going to do it here for South Border. But they come up with 1 run. They'll leave a runner stranded. All right, we will head to the top of the third now. A new score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. LaMoure Litchville-Marion 4, South Border 1.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info. 701-652-2886.
Welcome back to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we're in the top of the third inning, 4-1. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Got a new pitcher now for South Border. It's going to be Parker Salwai. He'll take over on the mound for Jace Nitschke, who goes to third. Nitschke, let's see if we can get some stats for him. 2 innings of work, 41 pitches. He had 57 remaining, so it looks like he's still got 16, and he still has another appearance left, so they could bring him back if need be. 4 runs, 1 earned, no strikeouts, 5 hits, 1 walk, and no hit batters. Okay, so Workin digs in now for the Lobos to face the new pitcher, Parker Salwai. There's a strike. Mason Workin 0 for 1, a flyout last at bat. So Salwai delivers and missing. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Mason Workin. Full line in the pit. Way out in front. 1-2 now to Mason Workin. And here it comes. That one's in the dirt dugout there by Daniel Schumacher. 2-2. Schumacher's been doing a nice job there behind the plate for the South Border Mustangs. 2-2 coming home from Salwai. Swung at one upstairs, lifts it to shallow left. Shortstop going back, backpedaling, makes the play. Connor Koziak makes the put out right in front of the left fielder, Cole Nitschke. So Mason Workin is out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Max Muslin. Muslin 1 for 1, single today. So he'll bat to face Parker Salwai of South Border Mustangs. Full line in the pitch. Swing and a miss way on top, 0-1 to Max Muslin. And the pitch. Fly ball, right field, and foul over the wall. 0-2 to Max Muslin. Pitch from Parker Salwai, 0-2, and missing outside. So it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Muslin. Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Final tomorrow night against the Dallas Mavericks. That's in Minnesota, I believe, tomorrow night. First game. Nice comeback or win over the Nuggets. They were missing, so it's 2-2. They were up 2-0, then they fell 3-0, and then they come back, win the next 2. First time in 20 years. Here's a fly ball, left fielder going back, reaches up, can't make the play right in front of the wall. Muslin rounding first, he'll dig for 2, and he'll have a stand-up double. So well hit off the bat from Max Muslin. And for Lobos, that'll be their 6th hit now. Here's Logan Potts now, reached on air last time. So Potts will dig in. The freshman to face Parker Salwai here, South Border. So Lobos, a runner in scoring position here and 1 down. And the first pitch swinging, fly ball to center. Center fielder going left and makes the play. Muslin will hold at second as France gets it in quick. But 2 down now as Potts flies out. So now Jacob Nitschke, the pitcher, will dig in. Nitschke singled his last time up, so he'll face Parker Salwai here of the Mustangs. Pitch from Parker Salwai of the SB Mustangs. And just missing outside. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes to Jacob Nitschke. Pitch from the righty. Curve to ground, the grounder to Nitschke at third. Double clutches over to first. They get the out. And that's going to do it here. So Jace Nitschke to Colin Gettle for the out, 5-3. That's going to do it. And so for LaMoure Litchville-Marion, they'll leave a runner stranded and no runs across. We'll head to the bottom of the third. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border 4-1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
The Carrington School District congratulates the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, securing the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique and inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff from the Carrington School District. To all students, parents, and families of Carrington Schools, thank you for a great year.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Region 3 baseball tournament here from Steele. And elimination game between South Border and the Lobos of LaMoure Litchville-Marion. Right now, the Lobos leading at 4-1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So, for the Mustangs, it'll be 9-1-2 batters. Koziak, Salwai. So, Caleb Connor and then Parker Salwai to face Jacob Nitschke of LLM. Pitch. Swung on, high chopper. Carlson at third. Makes the play over to first and out. It's a nice play by Carlson. As a high chopper. He had to come charging in. And the junior made the put out 5-3. One up, one down. Here's Koziak. Connor Koziak, top of the order for the South Border Mustangs. Koziak struck out his first time up. And the pitch. Low. 1-0 to Connor Koziak. So Jacob Nitschke signed from Mason Workin. Leg kick and delivers. Catches the outside. 1-1 to Connor Koziak. Game recaps brought to you by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway, along with the Red River Valley Fair. There's one in the dirt. 2-1 now. So LaMoure Litchville-Marion, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They got all their 4 runs in the top of the second. South Border, 1 run, 1 hit, 3 errors. They got 1 in the bottom of the second. Pitch from Nitschke. Low. Gets away from the catcher. 3-1. Norman County Raceway with the World of Outlaw late models coming to Ada, Minnesota, June 29th. Visit normancountyraceway.com to purchase tickets. And the Red River Valley Speedway, West Fargo, every Friday night racing. There's a walk. Koziak at first with 1 down. So every Friday night racing. For special racing events and tickets, visit redrivervalleyspeedway.com. And the Red River Valley Fair moving to a 3-weekend format. June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. All tickets on sale right now. You can visit redrivervalleyfair.com. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to Parker Salwai. Koziak at first. For the Mustangs here, down by 3, bottom of the third. Jacob Nitschke throws over. Irie holding the runner, and back safely is Koziak at first. Good attempt, though. Red River Valley Fair. Tickets for the concerts. First weekend, June 28th, 29th, and 30th is the Goo Goo Dolls. Sublime with Rome. Ball. Also, Fluffy. My son saw Fluffy in the stand-up comedian. He said he was hilarious. So you got to see him. June 28th, 29th, 30th, first weekend at the Red River Valley Fair in Fargo. Here's the pitch. There's a liner right past the pitcher, second baseman. Hansen goes a second. They get the force relay, not in time. So they'll get Koziak out at second base, and Salwai will reach on the fielder's choice. So Koziak out at second. 2 down, still a runner at first. Here's Berkeley France now. Sophomore will dig in. The left-handed batter, he's 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up against Jacob Nitschke. Nitschke checks first. Sets and pitches. Low. Dug out nice by Working to keep it in front. 1-0 to France. 1-0. A little bit inside. France kind of steps back. We also want to thank Beck Communications for providing us with internet here throughout the tournament. 2-0 now. Chopper. Pitcher Nitschke charges it, gloves it, goes to first, and they'll get the out 1-3, and France is out. And that's going to do it here for South Border. So we'll head to the top of the fourth now. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, LaMoure Litchville-Marion 4, South Border 1.
Here's this summer's happening at Headlocks in Carrington. On Friday, June 14th, it's the Lance Koenig Golf Scramble. Then on Friday and Saturday, July 12th and 13th, it's the Central City Bash. Enter the Headlocks Eaton Par 3 Golf Tournament and check out the street dance with the band Uptown. On Saturday, July 13th, check out the Cool Car Show in the afternoon and the street dance with the Dean Brecky Band later that night. While you're there, see their awesome picture wall full of local sports memories. Visit Headlocks on Facebook for more information about all their happenings.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Welcome back here to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We're in the top of the fourth, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, LaMoure Litchville-Marion leads South Border 4-1. So here in the top of the fourth for the Lobos will be 8-9-1 batters Hanson, Irie, Isaacson to face Parker Solway. Second pitcher of the ball game for South Border. Jace Nitschke started, and Nitschke worked 2 innings. And the pitch coming up from the righty, Solway. There's a strike right down the old pipe, 0-1 to Brady Hanson. Hanson 0 for 1. He reached on an error his first time up. A freshman batting. On deck here is Irie, and then in the hole, Isaacson, the leadoff man. 0-1 coming. Low. 1-0, or 1 ball, 1 strike to Hanson now. Winning earlier today, Cheyenne New Rockford over Carrington, 11-1 in 6 innings. So Cheyenne New Rockford in the championship at noon tomorrow. Here's a strike. Carrington awaits the winner of this one. They'll play them at approximately 3 o'clock today. 1-2 coming home. Ripped. This will be a gapper. And Hanson rounding first. And he'll dig for 2. And it's a double here. Leadoff double for Brady Hanson. That was well hit to left center. So Hanson gets the 6th hit of the ball game for LaMoure. And now Seth Irie. Irie, number 9 batter. He walked his first time up. So Parker Solway, runner at second here. Nobody out for the Lobos. Solway looks into Schumacher. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Seth Irie. No balls, 1 strike. Good crowd here at Steel for this one. Still some coats and jackets out there. Here's the pitch outside. Schumacher reaches for it. Now they throw back and the ball gets away, but runner holds. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Seth Irie at home. Solway long look home. Now sets, checks second. Here comes. In the dirt, another nice play by Schumacher. Save the runner from advancing. Solway working on the mound. And missing, so it's going to be 3-1 now to Seth Irie. And the pitch. It's right past the pitcher to second base. Shortstop gloves it over to first and out. That was a nice play there by Koziak. He had a long ways to go to his left. It was behind second base. He gloved it and fired out Irie for the first out. So 6-3 on the put out. And now Hansen to third with one out. So here's Blaze Isaacson, the senior, 1 for 2 leadoff man, single and a ground out today for the leadoff guy. He'll face Parker Solway here of South Border with a runner at third. And the pitch way outside, and Schumacher hangs on again. Dropped it in the dirt, but no harm done as it was just right there. 1 ball, no strikes to Isaacson. Solway delivers. There's a strike. 1-1 to Isaacson. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 300 to left, 300 to right here in Steele. .350 to straightaway center. There's a strike. Several home runs in this tournament already. 2 off the bat of Corbin Clifton of Carrington. 2 solo shots over the left field wall. Here's the pitch. There's a rip to left. Left fielder underneath makes the play. Here is Hansen. He'll tag and a throw, not in time. So it's going to be a sacrifice fly off the bat of Blaze Isaacson. Scoring Hansen at third. And now it is 5-1. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading. Two down. Thiel just will bat, number 2 batter in the order. Let's see, a line drive out and a single today. So he's 1 for 2 for the freshman. So Thiel just will face Parker Solway here with the bases clear. Solway looks into Schumacher, gets the sign, delivers. Inside, backs him off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to Thielges. One and 0. High, little chin music there, close up high. So it's 1-0. Or I'm sorry, 2-0. 2-0 now to Thielges. Full line of the pitch from Parker Solway. That's low. 3-0 now to Thielges. Three and 0 from Solway. And missing outside is going to be a walk. 2-out walk will put Thielges at first. Now Damian Carlson to bat. Catcher Schumacher out to talk with his pitcher here. So 2 down, runner at first here. 5-1. LaMoure leading over South Border in the top of the 4th on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So a long look in, sets, and coming to first. Back safely as a runner, Thielges. Just looking at the Twins here. Twins have been struggling lately. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Damian Carlson. I think the Twins have dropped, 7 in a row now? Losing some ground after winning 12 in a row at one point in the season. There's a strike. 1-1 to Carlson. One from Solway. Curve, swinging, goes to short, and shortstop Koziak dives for it. He won't come up with it. It's going to be a single to left. Good attempt there, though. Carlson singles. 2 on now, 2 out. Here's Mason working. Working the cleanup man. He's 0 for 2, couple flyouts today. So the freshman digs in to face Solway. So Solway, the righty, looks in, sets, and comes home. Swinging a foul tipped off the bat of Workin. So it's going to be 0-1 to Workin. This game approaching an hour old now here. Still got another one coming up for you. 3 o'clock game. Carrington awaits the winner of this one. And the winner of the 3 o'clock game will move into the championship with Cheyenne New Rockford. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted to left. Left fielder makes the grab. That'll be out number 3. So Workin is out on a line drive out to left. That'll do it here for LaMoure Litchville-Marion. But they come up with 1 run. They'll leave 2 stranded. All right, we will head now to the bottom of the 4th. LaMoure Litchville-Marion now leads South Border 5-1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Find the perfect gifts for your Father's Day or stock up this summer at LaMoure Drugstore, from sunscreen, bug spray, and first aid supplies. Plus, LaMoure Drugstore has a Nebo car jump starter with an air compressor and power ports, and keep your refreshments cold with the Nebo thermoelectric cooler bag. LaMoure Drugstore, located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com.
You can feel secure in the knowledge that your comfort is in good hands with Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington. Their prompt and courteous team stands in readiness to assist you with all your plumbing needs, including ductless air conditioners. Larson Plumbing is happy to announce that they install Daikin ductless air conditioners. Daikin air conditioners make sure you stay cool all summer long with no interruptions. Call the ones who care. Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington, 701-652-5695.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
5-1 is your score at the bottom of the 4th inning, heading into the bottom of the 4th. South Border will send 4, 5, 6 batters. Gettle, Schumacher, Cole Nitschke face Jacob Nitschke here of the Lobos. And the pitch swung on. First pitch swinging, fly ball to right. Right fielder going back, and can't come up with it. Colin Gettle will hold it first. So we'll see how they rule this here. But Potts was coming in. He took a couple steps in, and then he retreated back, but couldn't quite recover. They'll give him an error. So Gettle reaches on the air by the right fielder. And now Daniel Schumacher will bat here for the South Border Mustangs. So first for South Border, nobody out. Nitschke checks first and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Daniel Schumacher. Schumacher walked his first time up. Pitch from the righty Nitschke inside. It's going to be 1-1 now to Daniel Schumacher. Here's the 1-1 low. 2-1 to Daniel Schumacher. 2-1 from Nitschke, and let's see, the misses outside. No, there's a strike. It is a strike. 2-2 now to Daniel Schumacher. So Irie holding Gettle on over at first there. Nitschke fires. It's going to be low and a walk. So Daniel Schumacher at second now. 2 on. Nobody out here for South Border. Cole Nitschke now, number 6 batter in the order will bat. Cole Nitschke is sophomore, 1 for 1 today. Singled his first time up against Jacob Nitschke. Pitch from Jacob. Swung on, popped up. First baseman, that's Irie, and to be out of play. So we have foul ball off the bat of Cole Nitschke. To be strike against Cole Nitschke, the right-handed batter for the Mustangs. So Central Cass Squirrels from Region 1 punched their ticket last night to the State B baseball tournament in Jamestown starting next week, Thursday. There's a strike. We will cover Central Cass right here on yourliveevent.com. And pending the outcomes of these tournaments here, some other tournaments, we'll figure out who we're going to be covering as well. Here's the pitch, and there's a called strike 3. Cole Nitschke gets caught looking for out number 1. Big pitch there by Jacob Nitschke. Here's Jason Nitschke now. So Jace Nitschke, the senior, to dig in to face Jacob Nitschke. And the pitch. There's a ball. 1-0 to Jace Nitschke. Jace, let's see, he's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Facing Jacob. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One ball, one strike to Jace Nitschke. Chopper will be to third. Carlson gloves it, steps on third, relay to first. One hopper, not in time. So Carlson gets the sure out at third, gets the lead runner. Nitschke will reach on the fielder's choice. So Colin Gettle is out at third base. Schumacher to second. 2 down. Here's Blake Goebel. Goebel 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. He'll face Nitschke again. And the pitch. Swung on, that's ripped, and that'll go into center field for a base hit. Daniel Schumacher at third, and he'll be held. As Muslin does a nice job getting it in quick. So, Goebel a single. Everybody moves up. Bases loaded for Caleb Koziak, number 9 batter in the order for South Border. So Koziak will bat. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up, facing Jacob Nitschke. Nitschke, the wind and the pitch. There's a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Koziak. The 0-1. There's a strike. 0-2. Nice pitch from Nitschke coming at Caleb Koziak here. Line in the 0-2. Sails high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caleb Koziak. Nitschke gets a sign from Workin. And delivers. Low, Workin. Brings it in, kind of a low pitch there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes from Jacob Nitschke. Count even now in the pitch. Curve swinging, and it'll be a foul right the on-deck circle there. So Caleb Koziak stays alive at 2-2. Schumacher at third, Jace Nitschke at second, and Blake Goebel at first here for the Mustangs. And the 2-2. Swung on, fly ball. First baseman giving chase, foul territory, goes out of play. 2-2 to Caleb Koziak. Nitschke fires the 2-2. Curve, nice pitch. Gets Caleb Koziak looking. And that's going to do it here for South Border. All right, we will head now to the top of the 5th. Bases left loaded for South Border. After 4 complete, your score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard is LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border 5-1.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Models!
Greg for yourliveevent.com. We're in Steel for the Region 3 baseball tournament. This elimination game. Right now, LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border 5-1. Nitschke pitching out a jam. Bases loaded jam. And South Border comes up scoreless there in the bottom of the fourth. So we'll head off here, top of the fifth for the Lobos. 5, 6, 7 batters. Muslin, Potts, Jacob Nitschke due up for face Parker Solway of the Mustangs. Muslin, single and a double. First pitch swinging, lifts it to right field. Right fielder going back and makes the grab. Nice job there by Caleb Koziak, the freshman, making the put out off the bat of Max Muslin. He was 2 for 2 up until that point. So Logan Potts now with 1 down. So Potts, let's see, he's 0 for 2, reached down air and a flyout today. And he'll face Parker Solway here of South Border Mustangs. And the pitch. That one's in, hits the plate, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Logan Potts. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. 2-0 to Logan Potts. Full line in the 2-0. Chop foul in front of the plate. 2-1 to Logan Potts. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Logan Potts. Winner takes on Carrington next. About 3 o'clock today. Full line and the pitch. Missing outside. 3-1 now to Logan Potts of LaMoure Litchville-Marion. Head coach Gage Dunn over there at third. His first year. His assistant before. Here's the pitch. It's a ball, walk. So Potts draws a leadoff walk here. Or I'm sorry, a 1-out walk. And now Jacob Nitschke will bat. So Nitschke, the senior pitcher, will bat here to face Parker Solway. Jacob Nitschke, 1 for 2 today, a single and a ground out. Solway, now the runner takes off to second. Here's a throw, and they got him out. So Logan Potts took off, and before the pitch was delivered, Solway fires him out at second. So Potts is out, trying to take second base. So that'll be 2 down now. Base is going to be clear. So now, pitch from Solway. Pop fly. Going to be to center. Center fielder coming on underneath, makes the grab. That's France in center. Jacob Nitschke is out on a fly out to center field. All right, so that's going to do it here for LaMoure Litchville-Marion. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth now. Still 5-1. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Bottom of the fifth inning coming up. And we got, let's see, 5-1 is your score. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border. So Jacob Nitschke, I got him down 66 pitches coming into this inning. So he'll face 1, 2, 3 batters for South Border in the bottom of the fifth. Connor Koziak, Solway, and Berkeley France, and the pitch outside. 1-0 to Connor Koziak. Connor Koziak, leadoff man. Let's see, he's 0 for 1. A strikeout and a walk today for the Mustangs. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1-1 to Connor Koziak. One ball, one strike. Pitch from the righty. Chopper. Gonna go to Thiel, just charging. Gloves it to first and out. 6-3. Koziak retired. One up and one down. So Parker Salwai now, the junior will bat. He's 0 for 2. A ground out and reached on a fielder's choice. So Nitschke winds and fires. Low. Gets away from working. No harm done. Nobody on. So 1 ball, no strikes. Parker Salwai, pitcher for the Mustangs. Pitch. Swung on and lifted to center. Center fielder Muslin to his left makes the putout. So Salwai is out. So fly out to center. 2 down now. Here's Berkeley France. France now 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out today. So he'll face Jacob Nitschke of LaMoure Litchville-Marion, with the Lobos leading it by 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Full wind in the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to France. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Jacob Nitschke. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And here it comes. Swung on, lifted foul. 0-2 the count to France. Full line in the 0-2. Sails outside. First ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Berkeley France. Head coach Tucker Meidinger in his first year at third base for the Mustangs. Swung on, that's lifted, and right past the second baseman. That could go to the gap. France rounding first. He's going to go for 2, and the throw not in time. Good wheels there by France as he digs. Well, it was to the gap there, but not everybody would have made that into a double. So stretching a single into a double there is France. So now Colin Gettle will bat. 0 for 2 today. Runner at second. Nitschke fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Colin Gettle. 0 for 2. Ground out and reached on the air. South Border, that's their 3rd hit now of the ball game. 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors for South Border in the bottom of the 5th. LaMoure 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. There's a swing and a miss from Gettle. No balls, 2 strikes to Gettle, senior cleanup man for the Mustangs. Nitschke checks second, delivers home. There's a high chopper, going to go to short. Thiel just gloves it to first and out. So Gettle is out, 6-3. That's going to do it here for South Border. So leave a runner stranded. And we will head now to the top of the 6th. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, LaMoure leading South Border 5-1.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Isaacson will bat to face Parker Salwai of South Border. Checks first and delivers. There's a curve in there for strike. Nice pitch to Isaacson, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's a strike. Throw it on his first and back safely is the runner. 0-2 to Isaacson, and Irie back safely. As Schumacher tried to fire him out over there at first. And the pitch. Swung at 1 outside. And Schumacher hangs on. So Isaacson is struck out. So that is out number 2 now. And now it's Colby Thilgis to dig in. He's 1 for 2. Line drive out, a single and a walk today. Salwai throws to first. Back safely is Irie. Here's a pitch from Salwai. There's a strike. It's going to be no balls and 1 strike to Colby Thilgis at the plate for the Lobos. Salwai checks first, throws over there again, and Irie back safely. So Salwai really paying attention to Irie over there at first base of the Lobos. So Parker Salwai checks again at first and throws over there again, and this time Irie back safely again. 4th throw over there at first. So 0-1 to Thilgis at home outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look at first, and here's the pitch. Hits the plate, bounces away. Now Irie will take second base. So Irie at second with 2 down. Now Colby Thilgis has a 2-1 count against him. So up in the count, here's Thilgis, the right-handed batter at home. Salwai sets and delivers. Swung on, fly ball to right. Koziak tracking, makes the play, 3 outs. So Colby Thilgis is out. And that's going to do it here for the Lobos. They'll leave a runner stranded. And now we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score is still LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border 5-1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Red River Valley Speedway. What a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
To the bottom of the 6th, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border 5-1. So this is must win for both these teams. Right now the Lobos lead it. They jumped out early 4-0 in the top of the 2nd. And South Border got a run in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Lobos scored another run in the top of the 4th. on our game recap brought to you by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway, along with the Red River Valley Fair. Here's a slow roller, and it's going to be fair. Working, gloves it. No, not in time. So just a slow roller down the first base line off the bat of Daniel Schumacher. He'll reach. Should be a hit there, I would believe, by Schumacher. So Daniel Schumacher, the leadoff man on, your number 5 batter in the order for South Border, on at first. Now Cole Nitschke will bat. So Nitschke 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout today. Face Jacob Nitschke. Now we'll get a courtesy runner at first. Let's see, number 1. Liam Kiefer, looks like. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So Kiefer, the pinch runner at first base. Nitschke checks first, delivers. There's a strike. It's on 1 to Cole Nitschke. Jacob Nitschke looks at first, fires in. There's a grounder to third. That's Carlson. Knocks it down, picks it up, over to first. Out. Good. No, they're going to say safe. I think the ball was dropped. So Nitschke will reach. That might be an error there on the first baseman. We'll double check. Yep. So error on the first baseman. Irie reaches. Let's Nitschke reach here. And now Kiefer at second. Here's Jace Nitschke to bat with 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th for the Mustangs. Jace Nitschke 0 for 2. And the pitch from Jacob misses 1-0. South Border trying to put something together here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Down 4 runs to LaMoure Litchville-Marion, and the pitch. Grounder going to go to short. Thiel just gets past him into center field. Kiefer rounding third, and he will score. That's his second run of the ball game for South Border. Might be another error, so 2 errors this inning. So Nitschke reaches on the air at short, scoring Kiefer. And now runner goes to second. So it is 5-2 now. So 5-2 is your score. South Border, nobody out and 2 on still. Now a visit to the mound. We'll be back right after this. So South Border, 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They got 2 on, nobody out. And due up will be the number 8 batter in the order, Blake Goebel, the 8th grader. 1 for 2, a flyout and a single. He'll face Jacob Nitschke here of LaMoure Litchville-Marion, the starting pitcher. I got him down 84 pitches. So Cole Nitschke at second and Jace Nitschke at first base. First baseman playing in the pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. It's 0-1 to Blake Goebel. Nitschke gets a sign from Workin, fires. Chop foul in front of the plate. So Blake Goebel quickly down the count here now. No balls and 2 strikes. This game approaching an hour and a half old now here. 0-2 the count. Low. Be the first ball to Blake Goebel now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the 8th grader at home. Nitschke fires in. Low. 2-2 to Goebel. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Jacob Nitschke of LaMoure. Litchville-Marion swinging a grounder. Shortstop. Field just goes to second. Relay to first, not, and they won't have a throw. So they get the force out. Runner's going to be at the corners now. That'll be the one first down. So Goebel reaches on the fielder's choice there. They get the out at second. Nitschke at third. So Jace Nitschke is out on the force out. One down. Here's Caleb Koziak now. Working up in front of the plate, giving some signs. So it'll be Caleb Koziak, the freshman, to dig in. He's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout today. Number 9 batter in the order for the Mustangs. Nitschke sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Throw down. They go down to second, and they got him out. That's always a risky throw, and they got the runner. Wow, nice job there by Mason Workin. And the runner, Cole Nitschke, stayed put at third. So Blake Goebel out at second. 2 down now. So runner at third still. Here's Caleb Koziak. It's 0-1 the count. And the pitch. There's strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Koziak. Low. Nice grab by Workin. Dig it out of the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caleb Koziak. Nitschke fires the 1-2. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caleb Koziak. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, gets away. Runner will take off. Here's the play, not in time. They'll go down to first and get him out. They do. So that's going to be an out there at first base. So must have been called a strike 3 there, and the ball got away. So Workin fired down to first. They get the out. So that's going to do it here. As that's going to be out. Koziak strikes out on a drop third strike, and they fire him out at first. Okay, so now top of the 7th coming. New score is 5-2. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading South Border by 3 runs on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be back.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info, 701-652-2886.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Top of 7, 5-2. LaMoure Litchville-Marion leading on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. For the Lobos, it'll be 3, 4, 5 batters, heart of the order. There's a grounder right past second base into center field for a base hit. Off the bat of Damian Carlson. So Carlson will reach on a single. So leadoff man on here for the Lobos. Now Mason Workin, the cleanup man, who's 0 for 3 today. So runner at the Lobos here, top of the 7th. Lobos by 3 as South Border got 1 run in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lobos have led the entire way. They put up 4 in the top of the 2nd and an extra run in the top of the 4th. Game recap brought to you by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway and the Red River Valley Fair. And pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Mason Workin. Red River Valley Fair. 3-day carnival pass, 3 scans, 1 wristband per scan. 1 person can go 3 times on different days, or 3 people could go 1 time. $80 on sale until June 1st. And the pitch. Low in the dirt. Gets away from Schumacher. They'll throw it on a second and not in time. So Damian Carlson at second now with nobody out. Mason working. Count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch from Salwai. There's a strike. 1-2 to Mason working. Salwai long look in. Sets. Checks second. And delivers. In the dirt again. Dug out by Schumacher. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 now to Mason working. And the pitch. Swung on. Fly ball. Right fielder charging. Koziak underneath and makes the play. So 1 down as Workin flies out to right field. And Carlson stays put at second. Here's Max Muslin now with 1 down. Muslin to dig in. He's 2 for 3. Single, double, and a fly out today. Parker Salwai on the mound for South Porter here in the top of the 7th. Salwai, long look again, checks second, and fires in. Curve in there, first strike, nice pitch, 0-1. I got Salwai down 64 pitches now. And came in relief for Jace Nitschke after 2 innings of work. 0-1 coming from Salwai. Ripped and foul. Down by the first base side, so it's going to be 0-2 to Max Muslin. Set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. So strikeout by Parker Salwai. Logan Potts now with 2 down. Runner at second. Logan Potts, the freshman, 0 for 2 today. Reached on air, fly out, and walked his last at bat. So the number 6 batter will bat here for the Lobos to face Salwai in the top of the 7th. And the pitch. Curve in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Salwai really wheeling and dealing here. Throw down to second. Carlson back there safely at second base. 0-1 now from Salwai. Swung on, popped up, fly ball, left center, center fielder chasing, makes the grab on the run. France out there, and Potts is out on a fly ball to center. All right, last chance for the Mustangs. Bottom of the 7th coming up, and we'll have it for you here on event.com. South Porter down by 3 runs. 1, 2, 3 batters due up for the Mustangs on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A farmer's work is never done. You're not just planting a seed or harvesting a crop. You're growing a legacy. When you're up before dawn and out long past dusk, you need a banker who will work with your schedule, not the other way around. At Choice, we do banking differently, giving farmers like you time back to focus on what really matters. Choice Bank, top North Dakota Ag Bank for 10 years running, and always people first.
Last chance for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 7th. They will send Connor Koziak, Parker Salwai, and Berkeley France to the plate. 1, 2, 3 batters here. As they're down 3 runs to the Lobos of LaMoure, Litchville-Marion. And the winner of this one takes on Carrington next at approximately 3 o'clock today. And the winner of that one will take on Cheyenne New Rockford in the championship tomorrow at noon. Cheyenne New Rockford wins that first game. The tournament's over. Cheyenne New Rockford will head off to the State B. Cheyenne New Rockford loses, then we'd have a winner-take-all game tomorrow at approximately 3 o'clock. Either way, all the games for you right here from Steele on yourliveevent.com. There's a first pitch ball to Connor Koziak. Koziak 0 for 2, a strikeout, walk, and a ground out today. So Koziak, the senior, digs in to face Nitschke, the senior. Nitschke, I got him down 96 pitches now. And the pitch. There's a ball. So 2-0 to Connor Koziak. Pitch coming up from Nitschke. Grounder, going to go to short. Shortstop can't make the play there. It goes into center field. Should be a hit for Koziak. For South Border, that is their 5th hit here now. So Parker Solway now 0 for 3 today. Runner at first is Connor Koziak. Solway digs in to face Nitschke here of LaMoure Litchville-Marion. Nitschke fires over to first, and back safely is the runner, Irie. Here's the pitch from Nitschke. Swung on, popped up, pitcher giving chase, catcher going over, pitcher Nitschke underneath, makes the play right by the on-deck line there. So Nitschke makes the put out and follow territory off the bat of Parker Solway. And that's a big out there. One down. Runner stays put at first. Now the Mustangs are down to their last 2 outs here. Berkeley France, the number 3 batter, will bat. Number 3 batter in the order. He's 1 for 3. Doubled last time up. So he will face Jacob Nitschke here of LLM Lobos. And the pitch. Low. 1-0 to France. One ball, no strikes to Berkeley France. And the pitch. Low. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch from France. Or I'm sorry, Nitschke. There's a strike on the inside. 2-1 to France. So 2 balls and 1 strike from Jacob Nitschke of the Lobos. And the pitch. Chopper foul. And head coach Tucker Meidinger over at third. Can't quite come up with it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to France. Here's the pitch. Swung on and just got a piece. Stays alive at 2-2 now. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to France. Nitschke delivers. Swung on, high fly ball, left fielder going back underneath and makes the grab right there in front of the wall. That was well hit, but Isaacson brings it in deep left. 2 down now. So that's held up at first. Now the Mustangs down to their last out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Gettle 0 for 3 today. Pitch from Nitschke. Check swing. There's a strike. So Mustangs down to their last 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 7th. Down by 3 to the Lobos. Here's the 0-1. Chopper. Be Carlson at third, charging. Can't come up with the play. And everybody's going to be safe. Going to be a tough play there. See what they rule there. I don't know. They might have bowed him out, but let's see if they give him an error there. Going to give him a hit. Yep. So a hit. So infield single. Takes Koziak to second. Still 2 down. Here's Daniel Schumacher. And the pitch swung on, lifted to right, foul. Well hit, but foul. Down by the right field line. So it's 0-1 to Daniel Schumacher. Schumacher, a couple walks and a single today. So tying run at home for South Border. 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Nitschke. There's a strike 2. LaMoure 1 strike away from advancing. No balls, 2 strikes to Daniel Schumacher. 2 on, 2 down, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Daniel Schumacher. That's going to do it. Time of game, hour 41 minutes. LaMoure Litchville-Marion defeats South Border. Final score 5-2. So LaMoure Litchville-Marion will move on. They will play Carrington at approximately 3 o'clock today. South Border ends their season at 6-8 overall. So 5-2, your final. LaMoure Litchville-Marion victorious. And so South Border out of the tournament. Now we're down to 3 teams in the Region 3 tournament. Carrington and LaMoure. Litchville-Marion, the winner of that one, takes on Cheyenne New Rockford tomorrow at 12 o'clock in the championship. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our post-game report. We have the RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. Also our Players of the Game brought to you by Enbridge Energy. And our post-game interview is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. We'll be back right after this on yourliveevent.com.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Welcome back to our post-game report here in Steele. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. And final in the books, this one's going to go to LaMoure Litchville-Marion as they defeat South Border Mustangs by the final score of 5-2. And LaMoure Litchville-Marion, 5 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, 7 left. South Border, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 9 left. And come on over, guys, and we'll get some interviews right away. Our Dakota Heritage Bank interviews. We're going to talk with Mr. Nitschke first off here. So Jacob Nitschke, come on over. Hopefully we'll get you in there. I might have to lift the camera up a little bit. So hold on here. We'll get you in there. And thanks for joining us here. And yeah, nice pitching performances today. Let's see officially. Let's see what you got. What we got you down with 7 innings of work, 110 pitches, 2 runs, 1 earned. So a nice job today. So how you feeling with the victory now? You keep your season alive, right?
Yeah, I just got to keep rolling. I mean, defense helped me out a lot today. We played really well.
How's the defense? Some nice plays to keep you in this tournament and in this game here too. So
yeah, they played good. I mean, couldn't ask for better defense today. I got a little hairy there at the end, but I knew I trusted my teammates to make the play when they needed to.
So South Border got some runners on. What'd you tell yourself, to get out of those jams? I think there was a bases loaded, or at least runners at second and third when you got them out.
Yeah, I know. All glory to my teammates. I mean, I know they have my back. I know we can play well when we want to, but just keep going. I guess just keep pitching well, keep throwing my stuff.
So at the plate for you guys, let's see, Jacob, you had a single as well and an RBI. So nice job at the plate.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, you bet. So let's see, what are you going to do now? You're going to watch the next game, right?
I think we're playing.
We're going to play the next game. Yeah,
yeah, we play the next game.
Like the next game. So what are your thoughts going against Carrington? Now, Carrington is a team that you beat twice and then fell to in the tournament. So what are you going to do to come out on top?
We just got to hit the ball and play well. I mean, just a couple days ago or yesterday. We didn't hit the ball very well, so hopefully we can hit the ball today and get some runs scored and win the game.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Jacob. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank
and
you.
We'll give the mic there to Coach Gage Dunn. Coach, thanks for joining us here. We appreciate it on our post game, and nice win. Nice job by your team today.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys covering all the games here today.
Yeah,
So
you bet. Not a problem. And so what are your thoughts on this one here, getting the win over South Border?
that was a big one. Huge performance out of that guy. I knew he was in there. I knew that animal was in there. He was there for us last year. He just consistently attacked hitters, and that's what we know he can do. And no, I was proud to see him come back and and didn't let little things get to him. Guys are going to make errors. It's baseball. It happens, but he didn't let it bug him. He came back and attacked the next guy, and that's what we preach. So.
Was there any thought of maybe taking him out early to save him, or you wanted him to go the length?
Nope, he's got to be our horse today. So I think we're gonna go with him right away the next game here. He can go to 120 on the day. So because at this point with the tournament, he's burned anyways. So we're gonna have him give us a good start to this game and keep the momentum going. So
okay, and yeah, nice job here to keep your season alive. What let's see, Carrington, South Border, he played for 4 times now. Carrington could be a 4th time too. Right?
yeah, yep. And I mean, and everyone can beat everyone in this region. They're all these teams can just battle with each other, and it's kind of just seeming to be who makes the least amount of mistakes at the end of the day. And so really it's just going to be put the ball in play, attack the hitters, and play small ball. So
now you got to come back and play right away here. Do you change anything mentally, or you just go out there and start playing again?
no, it's just kind of keep attacking, stay aggressive, and don't get tightened up right now and go stay loose and continue to just have fun too. You can kind of tell there's always nerves. It's tournament time. Things are escalated. The stakes are higher. So just have fun though at the end of the day.
Okay, sounds good. We'll let you go. Thanks, Coach, for
Thank you.
the time. We appreciate it, and good luck. So that's Coach Gage Dunn on our post-game reports, and they got a game coming up right here next, as they don't have any time off. They got to come back and play right next game. They're going to take on the Carrington Cardinals. Why don't we take a break here? We'll come back with more on our post-game report. Once again, LaMoure, Litchville-Marion victorious.
Barton Meats of Carrington, North Dakota specializes in providing its customers with only the finest quality steaks and meat products. Choose from a variety of steaks and roasts that are packed individually in freezer-safe packages for your convenience. They package ground beef and ready-to-go freezer bags starting at £1. You'll find a little bit of everything, including sausage, pork chops, seasoned sirloins, beef sticks, and more. There's always something. Call for custom processing or any other questions. Barton Meats at 701-652-3636.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Welcome back here, and our post-game interview is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, visit the website dhbanknd.com. All right, let's recap this one here. That next game will start at 3, so we got a little bit of time in between games here. Carrington and LaMoure Litchville-Marion will probably be back on the air about 2:40, maybe 2:45. So we've got a little time to get some post-game stats in there for you. Let's check out team pitching here. Jacob Nitschke, 7 innings of work, 110 pitches. You heard Coach Dunn talk about that he's going to start again. So they'll work him 10 more pitches, and then he's going to be done. Let's see, 1 run, 1 earned, 6 Ks, 3 looking, 3 swinging, 6 hits, 3 walks, no hit batters for Jacob Nitschke, and he gets the win on the mound. And for South Border, Jace Nitschke worked 2 innings, 41 pitches, 4 runs, 1 earned, no strikeouts, 5 hits, 1 walk, no hit batters. Parker Salwai comes in, finishes the last 5 innings, 68 pitches, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 1 hit batter. And South Border ends their season here today. Batting for the Mustangs, Of their 6 hits, Connor Koziak had a single. Berkeley France had a double. Colin Gettle had a single. Daniel Schumacher a single. Cole Nitschke a single. And Blake Goebel a single. Scoring the runs here for South Border was Daniel Schumacher and Kiefer. So that's your hits. Now for LaMoure. LaMoure Litchville-Marion. Of their 9 hits, Isaacson had a single and an RBI. Let's see, Thiel just had a single. Damian Carlson 3 for 3 today. He had actually 3 for 4. He had 3 singles. And then Max Muslin had a single and a double. He had 2 hits. Jacob Nitschke a single and an RBI. And Brady Hansen a double. And scoring the runs was Hansen twice, and then Jacob Nitschke, Potts, and Muslin each scored as well. And Nitschke had a RBI, and Isaacson had an RBI as well for LaMoure Litchville-Marion. So that's your final score here. Nitschke takes the loss for South Border. So, all right, well, we're going to check out the precision play of the game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. Thank you for your business. For more information on precision planting to help improve your farm profits, visit planterdoc.com. Also, we got the players of the game brought to you by Enbridge Energy. Enbridge, tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. You can visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. Player of the game, we're going to give it to Jacob Nitschke. And did a nice pitching performance here. 7 innings of work, 110 pitches, 2 runs, 1 earned, 6 Ks, 6 hits, 3 walks, no hit batters for Jacob Nitschke. And our precision play of the game, we're going to go the 4th inning when LaMoure Litchville-Marion put up 4 runs there and never looked back. They never trailed in this one. They came out early, the bats came out, and well, it's 3 errors there too by South Border. But LaMoure put the ball on the bat and got some in play and just took advantage of errors there by South Border in the top of the 2nd inning. So, all right, well, that's going to do it here. And so we're going to take a little break, and we'll come back about 2:40 approximately to get you ready for Carrington against LaMoure Litchville-Marion as South Border ends their season here. So that's going to be at 3 o'clock. They're still going to stick to the time. So Carrington against LaMoure Litchville-Marion. The winner of this one will go on and play Cheyenne New Rockford in tomorrow's championship at noon. And Cheyenne New Rockford wins that game at noon tomorrow. The tournament's over. The Black Sox are the champs. If they lose, then it'll be a winner-take-all game at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And then the winner of that one would move on to the State B baseball tournament. So we're down to 3 teams. We started with 5. And after the next game, 2 will remain. All right, I want to thank all my sponsors for making this broadcast possible, bringing you complete coverage of the Region 3 baseball tournament here in Steele. And I'll sign off for now. We'll be back at about 2:40 for Carrington against LaMoure Litchville-Marion.